We're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Arizona Cardinals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Fairbairn is set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hey. Green.
Here's Murray. Oh, he stays up. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Yeah. Who you got?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Come back. Hey. 2-2.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Chandler.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's Chandler again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's just so unusual to see a loss of yardage on a quarterback sneak play. Give a lot of credit to the defensive front. They weren't permitting anything.
Yeah, from the naked eye, they only needed 2 or 3 inches there.
Yeah, and how do you go from needing 2 or 3 inches to losing yardage?
An 18-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
At their own 45-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick six there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Cardinals, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Murray. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Murray going to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2nd and 15.
Big Ace. Omaha. 2.
Murray now. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Here's Chandler.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They run it with Chandler. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
$17-0 our score after 1.
The score, Vikings 17. Cardinals nothing.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now Chandler.
Down right around the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's go now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Chandler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A 34-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Murray now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. I mean, 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On first down, it's Chandler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Now back to throw. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Chandler on second down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, Chandler. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. Chandler.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On third down, it's Chandler.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Third down, goal to go from the 8.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Easy, Quibble. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
Throw left side, taken in by Mims.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Go on, Larry. Hey, Larry. Easy. Hey, shift. 2-2.
Play action. Now it's Murray.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Buzz.
To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Murray now on first down. Able to connect with Mims. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Second and 2.
Deuce. I know sauce. Hey.
Here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Murray now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Up the middle they go. Chandler.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
In motion right is Osborne.
Track him, 60. Set, tempo, set, go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Check smash, check smash.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well.
1st down, Vikings.
Go check, go check. Go street.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler, they'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a give right side. It's Chandler. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now third down and 7. Addison hauls it in.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
They'll run on first down. Chandler, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Lion.
Quickly to Addison here.
Call it a gain of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coach.
This is Hines. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Completes this to Addison out left. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Shotgun now for Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Murray now goes right back to McBride. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thornton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They run with Hines. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hines. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9.
Now 2nd and 9. counter play. Here's Chandler.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.